we're going to look at section 4.6, application and models. We're going to look at example of growth and decay second and compound interest first. Okay, so let's look at the compound interest example for this one. If we take a look here, it says interest compounded continuously. Suppose that an amount P of 0 is invested in a savings account at an interest rate K compounded continuously. The amount P of T in the account after T years is given by the following exponential function. Okay, and then we have an example. Just move this down here. Okay, so here's our example. The first part says, what is the exponential growth function in terms of P, which is the amount that you put in, and 0.08. Okay, so let's read our problem first. Okay, our problem says, suppose that P is invested into a savings account. I'm just going to underline it. With an interest rate K continuously at 8% per year. So that's my K right there. Okay, so if I look at this formula to answer A, what I'm going to do is I'm going to replace K with 0.08. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. So we have P of T is equal to P, because that's how much we invested, E to the 0.08T. Okay, so that answers part A. Now let's go to part B. Part B says if $9,000 invested, what is the balance after 8 years? Okay, so they gave us the 9,000. 9,000 is a P, and they also gave us the time. The time is 8 years. So let's go ahead and put that information in here. Okay, so again, the amount that we put in is $9,000, and it's E to the 0.08T, 8 years. Okay, if we go ahead and simplify that, it's 9,000 E to the 0.64, and if you punch that in your calculator, we come up with an amount of $17,068.33 if we round. Okay, so that answers part B. Now let's look at part C. Okay, now let's take a look at part C again. It says, when will the investment of 9,000 double itself? Okay, so if it doubles itself, it'll be twice 9,000, which is 18,000. So in other words, when will 18,000 be the amount that we have in the account? So I'm going to let 18,000 equal to 9,000 E to the 0.08T. And what I need to do here is I need to solve for T. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to divide both sides by 9,000. Okay, so I get 2 is equal to E to the 0.08T. Okay, I'm going to rewrite these with these switched around. So I'm going to write the E on the left-hand side, and then the 2 on the right-hand side. Okay, to solve this, what we need to do is take the log of each side. Since it's base E already, I'm going to take the natural log of each side. Okay, the left-hand side simplifies to be 0.08T. The right side I'll just repeat. Okay, now I'm going to continue solving for T. So I divide both sides by 0.08. Okay, so on the left-hand side, I get T is equal to natural log of 2 divided by 0.08. And if you go ahead and plug that in your calculator, that comes out to be approximately 8.7. So to answer the question, it will take it 8.7 years for $18,000. I'm sorry, for $9,000 to double itself. Okay, so that concludes this worksheet. The part 1. Part 2 will come up in the next video.